Good morning.
Happy Monday morning.
Yeah, yes, happy Monday morning. And, complex Monday morning for all of us, right?
Absolutely.
I think the connection that we create energetically on Zoom, in person, all of those connections are they're everything right now to stay sane. We had a conference call yesterday with our Turning the Wheel organization, and I mean, just to be there with the team from around the country was just so soothing. All people who are making a difference in their communities where they can, you
Yeah.
know, when that's, I guess, what we have to turn towards so even more radically than ever. Where can I make an impact, Because the temptation to spin into the chaos is so great,
Oh, absolutely.
you know. So we've had two of our ritual of well-being rituals that we've taught, and Abby reminded me today of what they were. And the first one was the rocking in the arms of love, which is a really great way to clear your system and go to sleep in a sense of
Hmm.
appreciation and gratitude and have a good night's sleep. And then last week we did the sealing off the body, which is really important in the midst of all of
Yeah.
this, to take time to actually come inside and nourish your own being. And it's just such a, there's so much coming in from the collective that is so
Hmm.
confused and upset, regardless of your beliefs. It's all up in the air. So, yeah. So, where can they find those two if they'd like to begin to gather these rituals of well being?
Yeah, definitely. So you can find them both on Facebook and Instagram on our page. You can also go to YouTube, and we have a Monday Morning Yes folder where they have the whole collection in them.
So, when you go to YouTube, you just put in Turning the Wheel Productions and it'll take you to our page, or
Great question. Turning the Wheel National.
okay, great. So if you put in Turning the Wheel National in YouTube, because I know a lot of people at this point are preferring YouTube,
Yes.
given everything that's going on. So
And
thank you.
the YouTube source is really great because I think we've been doing Monday Morning Yes for two, maybe almost 3 years now, and all of that is on that YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. This is such a, I mean, even just us being here together like this. I mean, it's
Yeah.
also for me, I mean, I'll be 78 in April, and this world that we live in now could not be more different than the one I grew up in. I suppose
Mhm.
it could be, but it doesn't feel like it could be. Well, let's do a third one
Yes.
today. So that remembering that these rituals of well-being are about every 4 times a day, when you wake up in the
Hmm.
morning, before you eat lunch, before you eat dinner, before you go to sleep, finding times where you pause and breathe and put your hands on your heart and do something to nourish yourself, to reset into your true
Yes.
self, that essence part of you. So, all right, so we have a new one. Abby, you want to talk about it a little for us?
Yeah, this is definitely one of my personal favorite rituals of well-being. It's called Catching Happiness, and it's a really great tool because it can be used in a couple of different ways. You can use it when you're already in your joy and you want to bring that joy more into your body and just really soak it up. And then you can also use it if you feel like, you're going down, the anxiety is taking over, you're feeling scared, nervous. This is a really great tool to bring you back into yourself, back into alignment, into joy. So it's really great. You can use it both of those ways.
I really like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we just blow past the positives so fast.
Yes.
I'm driving home and I see how beautiful the sky is, and then my mind goes right back to what I need to do when I get home,
Yeah.
as opposed to staying, catching that sky, catching that happiness. And being there with the beauty of that sky for, I mean, what Rick Hansen says is for at least 20
Yep.
seconds, you got to stay there. And so 20 seconds is long when you actually pause for 20 seconds. I'm amazed at how long it is. And so I want to, especially in these days, when something beautiful comes before my eyes, or something gentle happens between two people, or somebody is kind to me, I want to pause and catch that, catch that
Yeah.
love, catch that peace, catch that well-being, right? And hold it in my heart. And then I had a funny thing this morning, Abby, and you might have a story like this too, but getting ready to do Monday morning, yes, I was very upset about my hair. It was like this was sticking out and that was sticking out. It just wasn't right for being on Monday morning, yes. And I mean, I was just laughing. It's so my old story where my wonderful, beautiful mom just never could deal with my hair. It was always a problem. So sometimes that comes back. Oh, my hair is a problem, right? And if I pause at that point, which I did, and I just looked out the window and I felt a sense of the mountain and the sky, and the deer were in the meadow, literally right there when I looked out. And it was just like came back to my gratitude for the earth and
Yes.
the beauty in the place where I live, and how easy my life is compared to most people on the earth. And just had a moment like that, and my hair didn't matter anymore. So that was very nice, because I came back to what you just said. I love it, Abby. I came back to alignment, you
Yes.
know, and then the ego stuff, which is all what the hair is in that left brain, right brain, either or ego stuff, right? Either your hair is good or your hair is bad. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
okay,
that's such a
that
beautiful example. I had a similar experience this morning. Um, I got up and I went to the gym and I had all these plans in my head of things I wanted to get done this morning and kind of like this timeline. And I felt from the very get-go this like sense of rushing or needing to rush
mm,
through it to get all
mm,
of it done. But then when I was on the treadmill, it was beautiful. I got to watch the sunrise as I'm walking. And as I was watching that sunrise and just soaking in that beauty and that joy, it was like, I'm perfectly fine. I have the time I need. There is no reason to rush, right? And I was able just to settle right back in to myself and what I was doing.
that is it. That is so beautiful. And I think right now, using these tools in the moment when we start
Yes,
to go down is going to be real important. I mean, it's just our resilience, building our resilience. Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, why don't
Yeah.
you lead us through? Let's
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna
take a.
stand up, but of course, you can sit down, stand up, whatever's most comfortable this morning. Okay. Yeah.
Ah.
And I always like just to take a couple of seconds to really just ground into my feet,
Mm,
feel the earth. Yeah.
mm,
And then I'm gonna think of a moment, right? Could be the sunset. It could be an experience. Could be I had a really great meal yesterday, right? Some moment that brought me joy, beauty, love. And I'm gonna think about that moment and taking our time, I'm gonna reach up and I'm gonna grab it right onto that memory, that moment.
yeah, and if you don't have it yet, just take
Yeah.
your time to find that moment. And then,
Beautiful. And taking our time, we're going to start to pull that moment down towards our body, nice and slow. You can think of it like fairy dust or some light that you're pulling towards you. And taking your time, just pulling that memory from the top of your head down into your body. Yeah, letting that joy and beauty fill you as you pull down that memory.
Yeah, opening your heart to that memory.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And no rush, but taking your time, pulling it down till you bring your hands to your heart, really landing that memory into your heart.
Mm.
And taking some nice deep breaths in through the heart and out through the heart,
Mm.
letting it really settle. Beautiful. Yeah, just letting it fill up your whole body. I feel it radiating down to my toes as I'm grounding into the earth still. Beautiful.
Mm.
And you feel free to stay in the space as long as you'd like to, right? It feels so good to me right now, just breathing in and out through my heart. Yeah.
Mm. Oh, thank you, Abby. That was
Yeah.
so lovely. So lovely.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like once we catch it, can we bring it in? Can we
Yeah.
bring it in and infuse our whole bodies with it? I love that, Abby, letting it go all the way down to our toes. Yeah. And remembering that when you ground into the earth, like Abby just suggested, you are connecting to another source of well-being that's always there for you under the earth. That's
Absolutely.
a whole nother well-being ritual that Abby
Yes.
just snuck in there. And combining these is really great. To combine catching that happiness, bringing it in, and grounding it is like even more powerful because now that beautiful network of roots and deep earth knowing is flowing right up into your body.
Mm. Yes.
So I love that. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Abby. And thank you anybody who's listening this morning or in the days ahead. I hope these rituals help as we build our strength in
Mm-hmm.
these very complex times. So sending you
Yeah.
so much love.
And
Take good
remember, we're
care.
here. We're so happy if you want to reach out and yeah, have a great
Mm,
week.
yeah, I love that.